Claude just released live artifacts, and in this video, I'm going to break down what that update is, what it means, and how you can use it. Now, this is a feature inside of Claude Cowork, which is the desktop app of Claude. An artifact is like a mini app that you can create, a mini tool, a mini visual. As you can see right here, Claude kind of gives some examples of what those artifacts look like, but you can upload data here. You can tell Claude to create things out of thin air, make website prototypes. You can tell it to do whatever you want, and it builds it in an artifact. And live artifacts change things a little bit. So live artifacts are when you connect your tools, your existing tools that have data updating, like a Notion CRM, for instance. When something updates in Notion, the artifact actually updates on Claude. Before, artifacts were just static things. They didn't really have any breath. They didn't have any life. But now with live artifacts, we can actually track things live as they come out, as they happen in our tools. Claude just released this on April 20th, 2026. And it already has 1.7 million views. People have mixed feelings about it, as they should. But generally, my initial thought is, okay, this is going to be great for using it as a tool internally. I'm not going to connect my backend analytics and just share this out in public in like a JavaScript dashboard that Claude creates. But what I see this as is an opportunity to create live dashboards, live pipelines with your tools to use on your desktop, to use on your machine, so that when you open up Claude, you can have these live changing things that are connected to your real tools that are receiving data. And so you almost have this dashboard operating system that you can just go to and use whenever you'd like. Now, this is a funny meme. I wake up, there is another Claude update. That is very true. It's not even you wake up. It's you're awake, there's an update every hour. You go to bed, there's 3 updates while you're sleeping. So let's dive in and let's try to dissect what Claude just did here. Remember, it's in Cowork, so I'm going to hop on Cowork now. As you can see, I'm in Cowork, and I don't even have the artifacts thing there at all. But what I did do is I asked Claude, do we have live projects in Claude now? I'm a little tired, it's late. I meant to say live artifacts. And it says, you're asking about live artifacts, those interactive pages that live in your Cowork sidebar. Yes, you do have that capability. It can create artifacts available across sessions, and it can pull fresh data from your connected tools, Notion, Slack, Gmail, Google Calendar, etc. So I could basically recreate these tools and just have them all local. I'm not sure if that would help me. And so I've got a Notion CRM here. It's fictional. It's what I use for demos. And I'm going to try to connect this to try to make a useful daily brief that kind of gets me up to date on what calls do I have coming up with certain people from my CRM. And I want to try to see if we can create a nice live artifact so that if I'm updating data over here in Notion, it actually updates on the artifact on my local machine with connectors. I'm just going to say, I want to create a dashboard that gets me up to speed on upcoming calls I have and client notes based on the day. I want this dashboard to pull in events from my calendar and kind of just give me a rundown for what I have to do for the day. And I want this artifact to be live and available and connected to my Google Calendar, my Notion Apex Consulting CRM, and also my Gmail to give me any emails that I might be missing. And I want this to be filtered for the current time of the user. So whatever the time of the user is, I kind of want the date to be like that, almost like a personal task or to-do list with information from my tools all happening live. And so let's try that out and let's see if that works. As you can see, connectors, I've got Google Calendar, Gmail, Notion. And while that's happening, I'm actually going to go add some test events in my Google Calendar. I'm actually going to look for clients that would be good. Let's say discovery scheduled. Let's say I have a call with Amanda and Derek tomorrow. And so I will say call with Amanda, and then I'll put in her last name, Foster. And remember, Amanda Foster in my CRM, a discovery scheduled. So she's undecided. And then we have some notes here in the CRM for what Amanda's going through. So my hope is that Claude can be looking at this, and when I'm changing things in here, if I go from discovery scheduled to active client, it can actually update that over on the artifact side of things too. So let's see where it's currently at. It's asking me some questions. What sections do you want on the dashboard? I'm thinking today's calendar events, client notes from CRM. Yeah, those 4 are perfect. For the Notion CRM, what should I pull in? Both. For Gmail, how many emails should be filtered? Today's emails. Let's just do a dark mode. And then I can even add something. I can be like, In this live dashboard, I kind of want to be able to go day by day and for the week and see what I have coming up in the week as well. So if I have calls scheduled later out, I want those summaries and those notes all ready to go in that artifact, please. I can say something like that. And so it's giving me a nice little overview here. It says live artifacts are interactive pages that stay up to date using live data from your connectors. Cancel to create a normal file instead. But this is a live daily command center on my local device, pulling things from Google Calendar, Notion, Gmail. And you can connect this to any tool that Claude has, which is the unique part about it. And Claude has access to hundreds of tools, and you can give it access to thousands. All right, and it says your Apex Command Center is live, and it created this nice little dashboard, which we could make full screen if we wanted. But what we have here is a view of my calendar, a view of my recent emails for the specific day. So if I go to tomorrow, it's going to load in live my calendar events for the next day. It says I have a call with Amanda Foster, and now it's preparing my briefing for tomorrow. It says you have a busy day ahead with an 11 a.m. AI Foundation Zoom call on automation support. That may require some technical prep, followed by a 6:30 p.m. call with Amanda. And so I could change this up any way I want. Let me try changing this call with Angela to a different day and seeing if it actually updates live to test out the feature. Let's change it to Friday. I'm going to drag it over, and then I'm going to go back to Claude, and I'm going to just kind of refresh the events, go back and forth. Let's see how live it actually is. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's gone now. And now if I go to Friday, the day I scheduled it to, it is on Friday. So this is very live. Like, you could even add like a little dashboard refresh button if you wanted to. I'm going to say, I want this to be in a nice soft brutalism style with white, black, neon blue, and neon pink colorways for accents. And I want this to be a little bit more AI integrated with the daily briefing. I want an updated live time, so you might have to make a Python tool in order to create that for me. And yes, apply all these edits. So I can say some crazy crap like that, and I'm going to send it off. I'm using Opus 4.6 for this. I should probably be on the new Opus 4.7 model, actually. Okay, I got the redesign done for me. I'm going to hit update. Oh my gosh, now this looks a lot better. This is something I would actually be okay going to every morning. This already is looking amazing. Has that nice soft brutalism look. So it has the live time. It's about to hit 11 p.m. As you can see, it just hit 11 p.m. I'm a geek. I'm up late playing with live artifacts when I should be sleeping. The cool thing about these live artifacts is you don't have to do this like weird sidebar thing in the chat. You can open it up over here on the left, and you can click into this live artifact here, and then you can collapse your sidebar. So now I have a nice little mission control hub. All operations live. I can view the day, I can view the week, I can add these little buttons that run certain automations for me on my machine, and I can really create things like content systems. You could connect things like Blotado, Notion. You can do all of this with live artifacts, and this really opens the door to get some really cool mission control dashboards built. So with only a little bit of prompting, this is my new dashboard. And it's very unique to me because I have my calendar connected. I have my briefing here. I can set up these buttons in any way I want them to. I can have it pull data from other tools. If I want to see my support email pipeline, I could look at my support email pipeline. With that being said, that's live artifacts. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, hit the bell notifications for more Claude updates, and I will see you in the next video.